We live in a digital age, a world of limitless possibilities, a world where knowledge is so readily available on any subject at the snap of one's fingers. The classroom has been completely revolutionized by the smartphone. For instance, with Google Maps, you can drive to any location in the world. Some time ago, I went to the kitchen to cook a meal I had never prepared before. There were a lot of videos on the internet on that meal. All I needed to do was to follow the step-by-step procedure. I kept going back to replay the video just to be sure that I heard the instruction properly and that I was obeying it. Eventually, I was amazed at what I did. The meal came out excellently. Dear friends, have you ever wondered what would become of your life if you were committed to obeying God's commandments to the letter? All of them. Have you ever wondered what would become of your life if every day you went back to review the commandments as Moses told the people? If you keep on reciting this commandment to yourself again and again and again, so that you may not forget them, just so that you may obey every one of them. Do you know what God has put in place for you? If we were to follow the commandments of God, just the way I followed every single step, every single instruction in preparing that meal, then we will see the beauty of how God desires us to live our life. Jesus Christ said, not even a dot, not even an iota of the commandment should be put aside. No one should be discarded. He said, anybody who transgresses even the least of these commandments shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. How I wish that the same attitude with which we use in following instructions, obeying instructions, so as we can do things, how I wish we can use that same attitude to obey God's commandments. Our life will be beautiful. If our life was soup that we cook, I guess it will taste very sweet. If we are committed to obeying every one of God's commandments. Dear friends, the key to achieving your greatest life possible, the key to achieving the joy and the bliss that God intended for us from the very beginning is to trust God. Trust that each of these commandments is for our good, not for our punishment, and to obey. Sometimes I keep asking myself, what would have become of my life today had it been Adam and Eve trusted and obeyed God? Had it been they resisted the temptation of the serpent and they did not eat of the forbidden fruits? It means by now we would have been in the Garden of Eden. By now, life would have been far, far sweeter than what it is today. But it is not too late. Even now, just trust and obey. And everything that God desires for your life will come to pass. May God bless His words in our hearts.